Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Garden Knicks podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed. I'm here with my co-host, Rick the Ruler, and
Yo,
regular Joe. How y'all feeling, fellas?
Feeling good.
yeah, man.
Feeling good.
Good. Adding another win to the win column, of course. That should feel a little bit joyous. You should feel a little bit joyous tonight.
Yeah, sigh relief. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cutting it close there. It's like it was a game, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I never had any doubt. No, I'm serious.
I know.
Y'all laughing.
The crazy thing about it
don't know.
is, as we were down, and then I don't know, I have these weird moments. So like I feel like I had an epiphany or something, like, or like a spidey sense. Like I saw when I think it was Paolo. He hit some move over Julius and he started talking shit. I said, "Oh yeah, I said they about to lose." Once he started talking shit, I said, "Damn, they about to lose." You don't ever talk shit that early, but you know you learn when you're young.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're young. So I figured that. Shout out to the chat too. What's going on? Got tuned in there early. Everybody, how's everybody else doing in here? So Knicks beat the Magic 102-88. Like we said, I'm gonna be honest, I missed like the first quarter and a half. Yeah, maybe almost the first half. So it was pretty. It wasn't fun to watch for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a very low scoring game. Like neither team had it going. It's like, you know, if you just looking at the shot chart, like these guys didn't really even take a lot of shots, like the amount of shots that they normally take. It's just one of those dragging kind of games. But where should we start?
Who do you think the player of the game is?
The player of the game for sure is, to me, is Jalen
It's
Brunson.
number 11.
Number 11, without a doubt. It's just you don't you can't replicate what he brings you. You know what I'm saying? Like he's so his IQ is so high. It's just crazy. He knows when to attack. He knows when to. That's why sometimes when he's actually calling, like he looks at the ref and he's like, "Yo, why didn't you call that?" Like I believe him. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like he really got fouled, bro. Like he ain't about to yell at you unless he
Right. For no reason.
Right.
Right.
Julius, you know, every single time he gets the ball, he's
Everyone.
Like-
I actually, when he traveled because it looked like he slipped or lost his footing or something like that, he actually didn't argue on that call.
Yeah,
And
Which
I was
was
surprised.
nothing to argue about, bro.
nothing to argue about.
No, I thought he was gonna be like, "Yo, it's wet on the court. You know, slippery over it." I thought, yo, he be coming up with everything. So you know,
Yo, the fan just spit in the floor. You ain't see that? So Julius will really argue.
The one three that he pulled up on and he like threw it away.
Yeah,
He got fouled on that play.
he got a lot that didn't get called.
If you watch, yeah, he definitely did.
On the way up, he got fouled. Like he tapped him right.
Grimes got fouled on that reverse attempt early in the game. Like I feel like the first half specifically, it was called very uneven. I felt like the refs kind of got it together as the game went on.
Right.
But at the first half, I know you guys missed a lot of the first half. Like it was ridiculously uneven. Grimes had a drive where he got fouled twice by two different Magics, and then they didn't call nothing.
Oh my god. No, you know what? I think I remember. I heard Clyde saying that he got fouled there and he got fouled there too. You know, and you know the Clyde voice. But you know, these refs, man, like I don't know what it is. Everywhere we go. But one thing that was welcome to me is being a Knicks fan and hearing in an away game, hearing "Let's go Knicks" like that.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were saying.
Yeah,
it's Florida. It's Florida, bro.
It's
Florida, man.
Anything goes.
So
I mean, even at Heat games, there's a lot of Knicks.
A lot of Knicks fans.
Yeah.
I mean, even at Charlotte games, you hear the same chant, which is crazy.
It's crazy.
So
Absolutely
I mean,
crazy.
it's just crazy. But those chants tonight were loud. It wasn't like a section.
Yeah,
You know
They
what I'm
were.
saying? It wasn't a section. It was like damn near half the arena was in there saying "Let's go Knicks." I was like, yo, that's crazy. But you know, so anyway, getting back to JB, I don't know, man. Like I said, there was just some. I think we text in the chat. I'm like, this guy's just good. What did you put? You said he had 25 on 13.
25 points on 13 shots.
Like, how
absurd, bro.
What do you do with that? Like, how is this guy not in the All-Star game? I don't I don't understand how he's not.
It's a lot of guards. It's a lot of guards in the East. And, even with Kyrie going West, right? And from what I understand, even though it's not East versus West anymore, they got to pick a certain amount of guys from each conference. From what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So even with Kyrie going over there, like, do you put him in? Like, because Harden is having a really good year, and Harden got snubbed. 21.6 rebounds, 11 assists, and that guy is not.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So it's hard to get. It's hard to just say Jalen's supposed to. I feel like Drew shouldn't have been in there. Maybe.
See, the thing is when you have a guy like Harden, he's not going to get voted in by a lot of coaches. So he kind of has to get voted in by the fans.
People. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when he doesn't get that fan vote, like, they're not going to throw him on the bench like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like certain coaches don't want to deal with certain guys. Like, I've realized that. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. I think there's snubs every year. Like you said, there's a lot of guys at certain positions. You can't do anything about that. Unfortunately, you just got to play better. And you can argue.
There's always
a lot of those guys, though.
There's always more guys that deserve to be in there than guys that are in there.
Than the guys that are in there. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only 10 guys. Really?
I think it's 12 on each team. I think, right?
12. Yeah. Okay.
So
I don't know. I mean, it's
Can I be honest about something that I probably shouldn't admit? But even though I feel Julius Randle did earn being an All-Star, I don't want to see him as an All-Star. Like when I think of the All-Star game, like I want to see the spectacular. I want to see like the best in the NBA do some of the most exciting things. And when I think of Julius Randle, like I don't think of flashy. I don't think of exciting. Like he gets the job done. But it's just like when I think of I don't want to see him there. Does that make me less of a Knicks fan?
Nah, not at all.
It doesn't make you less of a Knicks fan. I mean, you're a realist, but I mean, when it comes to the fan thing, like you might piss off other Knicks fans. But if we're being real, if you take away the Knicks fan part and you're just talking about basketball fans, more often than not, you're gonna be like, yeah, a lot of guys are gonna agree with you there.
Because even when he was in the All-Star game, not last season because he wasn't elected, but the season before, what did he do?
They got like 4 points.
Yeah, it wasn't exciting. He didn't even look like he wanted to be there. So I was just like, I'm good.
All right,
but I love for New York to be represented. So don't get me wrong. It's just
for sure. In
the game itself, I'm good.
I mean, I feel you. Like, so, all right. Bam Adebayo, Jaylen Brown, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton.
These are the reserves.
Because I'm talking about Brunson, Drew Holiday, and Julius Randle. Now, the only guys there he really would even be arguably swapped for would be Tyrese Halliburton and Drew Holiday. Now, Tyrese had a pretty good year. This year, especially in I don't know if you guys saw, he made his profile picture on Twitter.
Wally Zerbiak.
Yeah, because
I've seen that.
Wally Zerbiak said that he was
fake All-Star.
Fake All-Star.
Oh wow!
So he's not gonna forget about that.
He's a real one now.
He's a real one now. He's not a fake All-Star anymore. So I mean, Wally should have been a little bit quiet to jump on that one, but too late. And now he's gonna get dragged.
His words better.
Yeah, it's too late now. Like it's out there. People gonna run it back. Even when they get over it, they're gonna run it back and get mad at him all over again. So it's like
that's so good. That's probably what pushed him to play even better.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So I mean, because you should thank Wally. That's probably why he made his icon, his profile picture. Wally.
Right. The moment he got it, he went to Twitter and changed his picture. So clearly,
he probably had that picture. In his locker.
He was waiting. He probably had it sitting there.
When he opened his locker, he just seen a big picture of Wally.
I can see him now looking at his locker, looking at the.
He probably put the picture on the backboard.
Putting the shit. Nah, he probably missed a lot of shots doing that one. I don't know, but I don't know, man. Like, shout outs to him. But anyway, point being, Tyrese Halliburton had a great year. Drew Holiday. I don't know the numbers of Drew Holiday this year. Let me look at that real
But
quick.
he's nice. So I mean, I'm not mad at that. That dude is so smooth. So I love watching him play.
Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this is the coach's vote. So stats really don't matter for these guys. You know what I mean? Even though he averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists this year.
So Julius Randle got voted in by the coaches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All reserves are voted in by the coach.
Very interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's surprising that, you know, you feel like, oh, there's clearly a good bunch of coaches who don't mind Julius Randle as a all-star.
They probably disrespect him because he is a tough player to play against.
For sure. Yeah, I don't think they think he's a bad guy either. You know what I'm saying?
But I would say this though. I feel like some of these all-star, like I don't know who all the starters are, but I know for a fact that there's a few starters that shouldn't be there. Like you should have to play a certain amount of games to be an all-star.
Starters? Wait, hold on. Let
starters.
me just look at the numbers. Oh my god.
There's a few starters who are there who were voted in by the fans, but they probably shouldn't be there.
Tyrese Halliburton is averaging 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists. He is an all-star.
He's an all-star. But there's some guys in the starting lineup who some of those 10 guys who probably shouldn't be there. They probably some of these guys.
Name one.
So let's look at.
I'm not sure who all the starters are. I just know that there's at least one.
No, they're right. It's on the screen. These are the starters on the East Coast. East Coast starters are Giannis, KD, Tatum, Kyrie, and Donovan.
How many games did Kyrie play? I wonder.
Let's look at that. Kyrie Irving stats. How many games?
I mean, Donovan for sure needs to be. Donovan, he's definitely there. Kevin Durant for sure. Giannis for sure. So we're talking about Jason Tatum, who definitely belongs there. Kyrie Irving is the only question mark.
Why isn't this giving me the answers that I'm looking for right now? Hold on, let me.
But again, like I said, he is an exciting player to watch.
Who Kyrie is?
So yeah. So even if he didn't have the stats, I'd be like, yeah, Kyrie need to be there.
Right. Games.
The only reason I don't agree with that is because you got guys who actually played every night and earned it. I'm not just gonna put this guy in because he's exciting.
Well, how many? Well, that's the thing. Like the same reason why coaches decided to vote in Julius Randle. Actually, no, Kyrie Irving was voted in by the fans. You can't do anything about those votes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Though. I feel like you should have to play a certain amount of games to even be eligible for the honor.
How many games are we at right now?
Like 50, 55 maybe.
Really?
What are the Knicks? 20? Yeah, because the Knicks are what 30 and what 20 something. Correct? They got their 30th win tonight.
The All-Star
30.
game
I think we're 30 and 27.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so,
hold on, let me see.
No, I think 26, 30 and 26.
30 and 26. So that's
pretty sure we're 4 games over 500. Yeah, so I mean 56 games. In my opinion, you should play at least 40, bro.
Well, he's played 40. That's the thing. He's
now, yeah. Okay. So yeah, vote him in there.
Yeah,
good enough
he's
for me.
At 40. Like he just made the cut. He just made the cut. So,
but I do think that matters, bro. Like, because you get guys that get voted in sometimes, and they can play half the games.
Yeah. Like you got all right. So you look at the West Coast. LeBron James. How many games does he miss? Zion Williamson.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
How many games Steph missed?
Did he miss? Well, Steph, I don't even understand how he's a starter. He's not playing right now.
He can't play. Somebody's gonna have to take his spot. They're gonna have to fill it in.
Which is why we got the reserves, but
no, they're gonna have to fill.
They'll probably fill that with like I don't know is Shea isn't okay. I was gonna say they might fill it with like Shea or somebody like that.
Somebody out there who Who's been balling that just didn't get
Like Paul George gets voted in. How many games Paul George played? Like this is the problems this is the things that bother me.
Right.
More than anything else.
Let me see. Paul George. How many games did Paul George play?
How many games has Jaren Jackson played? I wonder. Like these are the things that eat at me, bro.
Definitely hasn't played a lot of games this year.
Like, those are the things. That's the things, Ricky, that eat at me, bro.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But again, this is entertainment, so it's like
Paul George is at 40 games.
You gotta
40 games.
Crazy.
You gotta put on the show.
It's like they know exactly the cutoff before, like, all right, yo, if I ain't gonna get the All-Star vote if I ain't in here. Then who else was it that you asked?
Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson.
Paul George jumped up like, "Yeah, I'm good to go, coach."
Yo, coach, I'm good. Let me see. Jaren Jackson this year has played. Where's Basketball Reference? Because they usually give me the best numbers. Jaren Jackson has played 36 games out of 56.
36.
That bothers me a lot, bro.
And he got
bothers me a lot.
He got voted in by the coaches like that.
Especially if you're gonna tell me that Joel Embiid didn't win MVP because he didn't play enough games.
So
if that's the reasoning that you're giving, because this been some, like, Joel should have been an MVP at least once by now.
Yeah, like 2 back-to-back ones. The way he's been playing, he has to get MVP this year. Like, I feel like he has to get MVP the way he's been balling. Damn,
maybe,
man.
But Giannis is having a crazy season. Like, I don't know.
How many games did Zion play? Like that one for real? Like that? Like, come on.
Zion, I don't think Zion's played more than 25 games, bro.
But he was good this year, right?
He's great when he plays. He always is. He's an animal when he plays.
Animal when he plays.
The dude's point is, like, just you gotta play.
29 games, bro.
29 games.
Man.
He damn sure didn't play when I was in New Orleans. I was pissed.
I don't know, man. Like these All-Star games already for me they're starting to become less and less fun to watch anyway.
Like
I'm
saying. Yeah, like I'm saying. You got to get exciting people in there, man, and make it a thing.
But the game, though, we never even really.
Never really.
Yeah, we've been on some All-Star stuff.
Yeah, let's. So,
did we finish with Jalen? No, we probably didn't even.
No, we didn't even finish with Jalen. Well, kind of. So 9 for 13, 3 of 6 from the field. From the 3 of 6 from the 3. 25 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, and just a mastery of work down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the last 4 minutes of the game. I don't want the ball in anybody else's hands on this team.
The pass to Sims when he might have got away with a travel.
He was so calm and just.
He might have got away. He might have got away with a little extra steppy step, but I'll take it.
Get those a lot because of how he like reacts to, and makes his moves. Like sometimes, like when he does his Euro steps into the lane, he might get away with a travel, but because they're so used to him doing that, they're not gonna call it. Same thing with Giannis. Right. Same thing with
Ja Morant.
Even James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Like they draw the foul and they know how to draw the contact so much that they don't even see the travel half the time. Yeah. You know what I mean? They just run right into you. So just a great game. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I was very happy with Jericho Sims. Like I feel like he's really getting his confidence around him because he really played ball tonight.
Oh, good stuff from him tonight.
Yeah,
I was really impressed.
Especially because Hardenstein, he got into foul trouble, never really got into a rhythm of the game tonight. Mm-hmm. So we needed every like quality minute from Sims we could get tonight.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of Harkins, this guy, every game he finds a way to throw the ball away. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but every single game he has one turnover where it's just like, what are you doing? Like it's like the first time he played the game.
Oh, he makes that same face every time. Like, oh, I'm like, yo, bro.
He makes me so nervous.
Cut it out. He makes me so nervous.
Because I think he threw the ball at IQ in such a stupid way that it like bounced and went out of bounds. I was just like, What are you doing?
I'm not gonna rip Hartenstein, man. He been playing some great ball with Mitch out, bro. I'm not gonna do it, Ricky. I'm not getting sucked into this.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest though. I'm gonna be honest.
You're not wrong though, by the way.
That's
great,
it.
Yeah,
I'm just stating the facts. He finds
You're not
every
wrong, but I'm
single
not.
game. He finds a way to throw the ball away in such a ridiculous manner. Like, and listen, Julius Randle, he has like 11 turnovers in the first half. It seems like all the time. I'm not even mad at the turnovers, but it's just like the way his turnover is. It's kind of like you never saw basketball before. Like it's just he does these super weird things, and even you look at Tibbs, and Tibbs looks so frustrated. But it's just like, what are you gonna do? Like, you got to play him because Mitch is on the bench. So I said, like, I'm gonna make a collage every single time.
I will say this though.
To ride with you.
I feel like with the way he's been playing lately, I mean, outside tonight, it was a rough night for him tonight. But if we could keep him the way he's been playing lately and get Mitch back, like, you feel really good about the center position. Because there was nights, think about it, bro. There was nights where you couldn't wait for Mitch to come back in the game. Like, you just were trying to survive Hartenstein's minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
You got Jericho Sims playing 34 minutes at the starting center position. 9 rebounds, 8 points tonight, 2 steals. You know what I mean? Like 1 assist. How do you divvy those minutes back up when Mitch comes? Like, are you still?
You don't divvy anything up. It goes back to Hartenstein and Mitch.
Wow! After you started Jericho, and the way he's been playing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really not that difficult.
I mean, when Mitch comes back, he's not going to be playing all the minutes. He's going to be at a reduced number. So like you can get them both in still. But I think the patience.
I doubt it.
You don't think they'll both get minutes when Mitch comes back?
No.
Okay.
Because we've seen this before. We've seen Mitch out.
I've seen all three of them get minutes in the game.
We've seen that too.
Yeah,
remember earlier in the year when Tibbs was trying to figure out the rotation, he had all 3 of them in there.
But wasn't playing like this.
I guarantee.
But hold on though. But we've seen when Mitch has been out and Sims gets to start, Hartenstein comes off the bench, and when Mitch comes back, Sims is relegated back to the end of the bench. Yeah. Which, I mean, listen, they brought Hartenstein in here to be the backup center. So,
but in Jericho's defense, those prior times he didn't play this well.
Exactly. He wasn't playing like this.
My thing is that he's starting to figure out how to be effective. In
one thing that I'm if I'm not sure of anything else, I'm sure that don't matter.
Not the tip, of course. That's the
not at all, bro.
Get your ass back at the end of the fucking.
Like you know how this coach is, bro. Like this is why I'm not mad at him though. Like the dude has something that he believes in, right?
Yeah, sticks to it,
and he sticks to it, bro.
Yeah.
Until it gets to the point where he can't anymore. Like it's got to get really bad to where he can't anymore. But he has something that he believes in. He believes in rotations. He believes in keeping a strict rotation. And to be quite honest, when we were running the 10 guys out there, it didn't look pretty. As soon as he switched to a 9-man rotation, we're a much better team. I think we're like 7 games over 500 since he switched to a 9-man rotation.
I think it also depends on the 10 you're playing, because when he had that 10-man rotation, we had a lot of Evan Fournier minutes and a lot of Cam minutes in there. So, like, I feel like if you bring back Mitch and he's that 10th guy, you can still play the same 10 guys you've been playing. You know what I mean? Like, our Hartenstein obviously is going to bring you something different than what Jericho is bringing you. Definitely. Jericho's bringing you more of what you're seeing out of Mitch. So you don't want to really duplicate that too much. So it would behoove you to bring Hartenstein in more than Sims once Mitch comes back. You know
only problem is we seen when they were remember when Obi was out.
Right.
And they had both those guys in there. Like it was clunky looking, man.
Mm-hmm. You can't play them together. I think that's the thing.
No,
you can't play them together. If you can find a way to stagger their minutes,
yeah, well,
You can't stagger those minutes once Mitch comes back because more often than not, you're gonna want Mitch on the floor. So you're not gonna put Sims back in because you're like, oh, Mitch, you rested? All right, Sims, chill out. Like, come on.
Exactly. Like, I'm not gonna be like, all right, so Mitch is over there rested, but it's Jericho's time. Like, it's no, if 23 is ready to go, like, get him in there.
Get him in. Yeah. Right.
Like, so he's the best guy.
I see what you're saying in terms of when he comes back and Hartenstein getting those minutes over Jericho because of what Hartenstein actually brings you. Now, is he going to be this Hartenstein every game?
We hope so. We hope that we could get the same effort we've been getting from him since Mitch been out. You know what I mean? And if we do, then we got something really good.
I hope so. I really
because before, like I said,
it's been rough to watch sometimes.
Ricky agreed. Like we couldn't wait for his minutes to be over. Like, please get Mitch back in there. So if we could get to a point where we don't feel that way anymore, when Mitch is out, we're like, all right, Hartenstein is in, he gonna hold it down. It just feels a lot better, bro. Because I used to be sitting here like, oh my god, when is his run gonna be over?
Right. Well, my thing is that as long as he always makes, he tries to make. I'll say he always tries to make the right play, and that's what I do give him. He tries to make the right play more often than not, and that's rare from a backup guy. Usually, you got your backup guys trying to get theirs, and that's why it's welcome when you see Hartenstein making these moves. Anyone on the bench that can make a selfless move, that's somebody you want. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got a bunch of bench guys who want to get their room,
you come off the bench like and the way I see it, you come off the bench like that's your job. Your job is to sacrifice for what's best for the team.
Right. You clearly didn't earn the right to be that player.
Then you probably shouldn't come off the bench.
Right. You should stay on the bench. Stay right the front. But
unless you Jordan Clarkson or like somebody or Manuel Quickly. Shout out to Quick.
Or Evan.
I was gonna mention them. I mean, he got some minutes the other night. He did all right.
I mean, listen,
they didn't play him on French night, but they played him the game after, which I thought was weird.
And then the French guy on the other team was the one that hit the most important shot of the game.
Yep.
Yo, by the way, I want to apologize to the guy. Thought he played a really good second half. After I ripped him in the chat.
Hell no. Ooh. What we not gonna do is apologize. I'm not apologizing for shit. You play like shit. I'm gonna tell you play like shit. Like that's it. Like you played better second half. Cool. Good.
But I did say in my text, I said it's early, but I did say that. I put that disclaimer out there.
All right, so
he played a really good second half. Came on, made a lot of really good plays. I thought passing the ball. Had the nice lob to Sims. He had a kick out to I can't remember who it was.
I think it was Grimes.
Yeah, so he made had a few finishes in the paint.
And hit a couple threes. The one lob to Sims.
To Sims,
that lob to Sims. Well, like we were saying the other night, when RJ's not here, you don't really see alley-oops. When Mitch isn't here, you don't really see alley-oops. Like it just doesn't happen that often. I don't know why. That's just not a normal part of our offense. But when RJ's here, you don't see because the thing is like he's very instinctual when it comes to throwing that alley. And that's what I do like about RJ. When he can get in the paint and not be selfish enough to just see his shot, like see the other guy's shot, see the big shot. And RJ does well with getting in there, seeing that the big is open and lobbing it up to whoever it is, whether it be Mitch or Jericho. And that's something that you like to see. Like, so, since we're talking about RJ, he finished with 15 points. He 3 assists, 2 rebounds. He struggled mightily. I think in the first half he was 1 for 7.
One of 7.
First half, and in the second half he turned it around and was 4 of 9.
4 of 9. And I mean he had 10 points in the fourth quarter. So I mean the thing about RJ that remains consistent is he usually doesn't end how he starts. That's just what he's shown me to be.
So if he starts well, then he's not going to finish well.
No, he just ends well always. He just usually
usually if he starts well, it's gonna be a good night.
Yeah,
if he starts poorly, you like, man, I hope his second half is better. And a lot of the times it is.
The thing about RJ that pisses him off is when he gets pulled is that he knows that the fourth quarter is when he plays his best. It was like he plays better under pressure. That's just RJ. So when he has a terrible 1, 2, and third quarter, it's like, all right, coach is like, dude, just stop. Like at this point, you're hurting us. Don't even go out there anymore. And he sits him. Like, and I don't blame the coach in that situation. If you're playing like trash, I can't be mad at you. You know what I mean? For sitting the guy. But
so let's talk about that though.
I do like when he gives guys the opportunity to come back and fix their mistake. But that doesn't that's not what Tibbs does a lot. Usually when
sometimes that could be the difference between winning and losing the game though too. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
you got to take that into account.
The difference between Obi and a lot of other guys in the league too, because every single time Obi does something, he gets pulled. So now he's a fucking deer in headlights every time he's out there. He's scared to make a move at this point because of that reason.
So let's talk about this though, because this team has 6 starters.
Yes.
Right, and
Quickly is definitely a starter.
Some nights, RJ's the odd man out. Tonight it was Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, you gotta. I would hate to be Tibbs, honestly, bro, because I mean, Grimes didn't do anything to not play in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean?
Right.
But RJ turned it up. Quickly, like, it's hard to sit that guy, yo.
Yeah.
He's really just that good. And
he's so good, man.
Yeah, Quickly. Yeah. So it's like I would hate to be coach and be like having to look down at the bench and like, damn, who do I go to?
It's really, I mean, I guess it depends on the night, man, and that's what coaching is. It's adjusting on the fly.
Yep.
And knowing what to throw out there and being ready. You know what I mean? Like when you're a guy like Tibbs and you stay watching film all day long, like that's what you do all the time. After a while, you become ready for these certain situations. So just to finish it up on RJ, he finished the game well tonight. You would like to see him get an opportunity to do that. But fortunately tonight for RJ, no one else played good enough to take those minutes from him. Because if someone did, he wouldn't have been able to have the night that he ended up having in the fourth. And that's, you can't give another player an opportunity to take your minutes all the time. Like that can't keep happening. But moving on, Julius Randle. You saw a lot of this game, Joe. Tell me what you saw.
I thought there was a time in this game in the second quarter where it was going to get away from us, and Julius bailed us out.
Yeah.
He made a couple of huge shots in the second quarter. That, I mean, this team was in trouble, bro. Like, it was about to get bumped up to probably 10, 15 points. And Julius hit a couple of threes, I know for sure. And I think he hit I think it was like a fadeaway or something. It was a tough shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he hit a couple of huge shots, I thought. And even in the fourth quarter, when he came back, he hit a couple of big shots down the stretch there. So, I mean, it wasn't his greatest game, but I feel like there was times in the game where if it wasn't for Julius, we would have been out of this game.
Yeah, I can see that. Let me ask you a question. You think he should be taking more threes and quickly?
I'm okay with the value. I said that like way earlier in the season, before I was even on this podcast. So I think I said it somewhere on Facebook or something. I'm totally okay with the value. I'd rather him fire away than be passive shooting that shot. I think that shot opens up a lot of the rest of his game.
It does.
So if I'm perfectly fine with him taking 7, 8 threes a game. No issues
I mean,
at all.
you saw last year what it looked like when that shot wasn't falling.
Right.
Well,
exactly.
He wasn't making them last year. So that was part of the problem.
Part of the problem.
This year he's making them at a higher clip. And if he's gonna make them at the league average, fire away, bro.
Right. So I mean, I really want to be a big fan of this guy. I want to be a fan of him. Like I really want to because
I am a fan of him. For the first 43 minutes of the game, huge fan.
Huge fan.
He does. He does make some bonehead moves sometimes.
Bro.
And it's like he's trying to be the guy. Sometimes if he just relax and focus up, he would be that guy. But man, he makes some blunders.
I put too much faith in him every night. It's like every night I'm like, all right, yeah, this is the night. And
I thought he had some big moments tonight, man. He also had some moments where you were like,
but this is one I'll be right there. I'll be right there. I'm right there, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So he had 2 plays. He had 2 plays back to back, bro. So he had the play where who did he throw? He threw a grenade to somebody. It might have been quickly at somebody. Oh yeah, that's what it was. He passed up on a 3, right? He had a look, which was the best look that they were going to get on that possession. The shot clock was running down.
Right.
He passed up on a 3. He tries to drive and kick into the corner. So it was either Quickly or Brunson, and it gets knocked out of bounds. There's 1/10 of a second left on the clock.
Yeah.
Oh,
the pass would have never got there in time for the shooter to get the shot off.
Right.
He had the shot. He had the shot on that possession, and he didn't take it. Then the next possession was when he tripped and he traveled. And it's just like, bruh.
Yeah. And that was crunch time.
So I can't. I'm not gonna do that. Great game from Julius Randle, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. I hope he continues on his streak of double games. It's not a streak. I think it broke the other night when he had like 9 rebounds. But shout outs to Julius. I don't want to just like look. I'm really trying not to throw out a negative out there every time he has a good game. So I don't want to be that guy. And to be honest with you, there was way more positive than negative.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
to be honest with you, that's the case most of the time. It's just his timing of the negatives is what pisses people off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, I think that's just really what it is. It's the timing of the negatives. He's not always going to give you a net negative. Like tonight, he was a +9.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like tied for the second highest plus minus on the team.
I was actually very pleased that he hit his free throws.
Yes,
because we needed that.
Most of them.
Because this game would have been very different. And now I was telling Joe before you started the show that I'm so glad that they pulled this out because I could not watch these two teams play in overtime. I could not do it. I wanted this game to be over so badly. I was very unhappy.
It was rough. It wasn't pretty.
When it got down to the end, and then it was like tie game. All right, now let's foul. And I was like, yo, this better not be another overtime game. Like I can't. I don't really want to watch another overtime game, especially because this team looks like they could dig into a little bit more hunger than we can, and then beat us that way. Because I don't think they're more talented than us. I think that's just a team. They beat the Celtics. They beat the Warriors this past a few games. Twice. You know what I mean? Like that is a team you don't want their backs against the wall because they'll bite. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I did not want to go to overtime, but just that's why I'm so glad we got a guy like Brunson because it's like you just know he knows what to do. And there was a few plays tonight in those moments where Brunson said, I'm sorry, Julius. That's what I've been looking for.
Yeah, you got to.
That's what I've been looking for.
Yeah, you seen even at the end of those games though, at the end of the game, when it came down to free throws, you seen who Julius was trying to get the ball to.
Yep. Every single time.
You seen on the inbound, right? Because Jalen is usually the inbounder. You see Jalen threw it into Julius, and then Julius quickly got it right back to him.
Right back to him, and they had to foul him.
And then you seen on the one where Banchero makes both free throws, and Julius quickly he runs, he grabs the ball out the net and like runs along the baseline and throws it right to Jalen. Like, there's a lot of respect there, man. There really is. I think Julius knows that Jalen is the guy that should have the ball at the end of the game.
Right.
But I also think that sometimes he can't help but call his own number, especially when they run that pick and roll, and Julius has a mismatch. Yeah, so it's like, what is he supposed to do?
He has a mismatch.
But you know what I mean, though. When they switch when they do the big small switch.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, that's
he had the big small switch tonight, and he traveled. He had faults on him.
And didn't he slip the other night too?
Tonight, he did.
He tripped over the Knicks logo.
When he jumped in the air and came down.
Yo, I wish I could make this stuff up. Like,
he probably didn't know he jumped as high as he did. I think that's what it was. He thought he's like, the ground should be here by now.
He tripped over the Knicks logo.
See, but
I thought he got fouled too.
No, he didn't. He didn't get fouled.
Yeah, he didn't.
They brought it back.
They slowed it down. I was just like, oh.
It's crazy because he jumped up and like when you seen the replay, you was like, bro, nobody touched you.
Exactly.
Yo, when he did that the other night, I had to find the Scooby-Doo meme when he was like slipping. He just kept slipping. I was like, yo, that's exactly what he looked like.
Yeah, it was the most Nick thing to ever happen, bro.
For real.
Luckily we won that game. That was against the Heat.
Yeah, that was against the Heat. That was because I was being at a bio that was on.
Yep. Yeah. Luckily we pulled that one out, but like that was just some Nick shit right there.
That's what I was saying when I said he's the most frustrating star ever. When I said that in the chat, because it's like, yo, he be right there, and then it's like he slips and falls.
Trying to find a way.
Yeah, some stuff be like inexplicable, bro.
Yeah, like why did that happen?
How did it happen? How did that happen?
Yo, and I swear, bro, talent, the guy has it. Skill, the guy has it. It's just sometimes he gets himself into these positions. Like, like I texted you in the chat the other night. So how does this guy continuously run to the sideline as soon as he crosses half court? He's gonna get doubled and trapped there every single time. And he does it every. And
Jalen did it tonight in the first half, I think.
Yeah,
he ran to the sideline and he got trapped. And Fultz is tall, bro. Like Fultz is a solid 6'4", probably. Yeah. So they trapped him, and Jalen couldn't throw the ball over them. So he turned it over. But
sometimes I wonder if that's like what Tibbs wanted to do, like, yo, run into the corner.
Run to the corner.
He's like, you can get trapped real quick. You can get him
corner, Jalen.
Run into the trap. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Yo,
when Julius does it though, like he's looking for the shooter, so he can pass it off. That's how he gets his assists. How many assists he got tonight? 6.
I think 6 or 7.
Yeah, that's how he gets his assists. He loves kicking it out to the shooter. So if he can double, somebody's open. So it does work, except for I think he holds it too long.
That's what has consistently been my issue with him in double teams.
I gotta ask.
It happens every time.
Yeah, I gotta ask. This is not even tonight's game. Did you see in the Clippers game where he threw that grenade to Grimes, bro?
Yeah,
and Grimes was so. He
was like, yo, that shit had me crying.
You know why he was pissed though? Because that ball got swung around. Yeah, that ball got swung around, and it only would have took one more extra pass, and Julius didn't make it. And then like out of nowhere, like he decided to throw it to him, and Grimes was like,
He's like, why? Like, why now?
Yeah, he was so mad.
Yo, I swear, I loved that.
I don't think I ever seen him that mad. Yeah,
Yo, I loved it. I don't know why I loved it because that's how I felt. Like I felt that exact emotion. He's doing it.
His face, his face,
Julius.
Yeah, his face. Like, if I would have made a meme, it would have been like, "If what the fuck are you doing as a person?"
Like, that's exactly what it was. He was like, "What are you doing?"
Like,
he ran up the court like that. He's running up the court like,
yeah.
Julius didn't even turn around.
he really didn't. Yeah.
He didn't want to. Yo, why you catch that?
You know, Julius be like, yo, I swear, yo, he's the biggest deflector in the world. Like he'll do some shit and just like look around. Like,
yep,
never happened. But anyway, the last person I do want to touch on before we get out of here, is Emmanuel quickly. Pause. I really didn't think he was going to do that, but that's on me. That's on me. I can't even be mad. I can't be mad. You caught me.
No, but you're right. IQ is nice. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you're right. IQ's nice.
Oh my God.
Hey, what's good? First of all, shout out to Izzy.
Izzy was good.
What's going on, man? Anyway, the last person I would like to speak about tonight's episode is Emmanuel quickly. And
Emmanuel quickly.
Yeah, all the sidebar, anyone who's watching, if you're watching, remember to hit that like and subscribe and that bell so you're notarized when we go live. And also if you're listening on the podcast form, just leave us a little 5-star and little nice little message about us, please. Appreciate that. But anyway, Emmanuel quickly, 7-15 tonight, 4-9 from the 3-point line. There was a time I think he would have had a better percentage if there was like a few plays where he didn't have to force up some threes. I think there was like out of those 9, he had to force like 4 of them. So, you know what I mean? I'm not really mad that those are probably like 4 of the 5 shots that he missed from the 3-point.
He also had a few really good looks that he just missed.
He just missed, yeah.
Yeah. So which I was kind of getting frustrated in the first half because I'm like, yo, we needed that, bro.
Yeah. Like, and that's the thing about quickly is if he starts off and he's missing, like you kind of get worried because it's like
we need
like he made a few in the first half too, but there was a few where he had looks and it was just like, damn, that would have helped.
You were wild, yeah. The timing of it was just bad. The last one that he hit was like the perfect time.
That was huge. It's a huge shot.
Because I think they missed.
I think tied it, no?
I believe it did because there was like 3 missed shots or 2 missed shots, and I think it was like we had a second and third chance off of that.
That shot either tied it or it brought them within 1. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it might have brought them up 1. Or put them up 1. Yes, that's what it was because it was like.
Oh yeah, you are right. Put them up 1.
Because I think it was. I forgot what it was. Doesn't matter. It put him up 1. But just a timely shot. The fact that you got someone there that can miss however many shots throughout the game, but he's not going to be afraid to take that shot at that minute. And that's kind of what you want. I mean, you could say the same for RJ. It's just a little bit different for RJ. Speaking of RJ, that one of those threes he hit that hit the backboard. I was like, bro, you needed that one, bro.
Yeah,
I'll take it. But
I said to myself, did he call that?
Nah, guarantee you did. And the thing about it that like he got it, was wide open, hesitated, and then like set his feet and then took it and then it hit off the backboard. I was like,
yeah, you could tell that the way he caught it, it looked like he was close to the line and he was trying to make sure it was a 3.
Right.
And because he was so close to the line, like even when he set his feet weren't set like in a way that was comfortable for him.
Right. He wasn't balanced. Like the top of his body might have been a little bit off balance from the bottom of his body.
Yeah,
that's kind of what it was. But that's at least he made the shot. It banked in. It was ugly, but it went in exactly when we needed it to, and that's
matters.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. But anyway, like we were saying, shout out to quickly, 18 points off the bench, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Somebody had put on Twitter that I don't know how they worded it, but basically like, oh, y'all talk about RJ, and then the quickly goes in to replace RJ, and he has one of his worst games, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, number one, this is a very small sample size. I'm talking about one game. And not only that, you're talking about a player who's used to playing with one unit, who now has to play with a completely other unit.
So he's talking about. I assume he's talking about the last game with quickly.
The last game where RJ missed. Yeah.
So listen, when the thing about it is, I feel like quickly plays better with the starting unit in games where Brunson misses. His role is different. His role is different when RJ's out in the starting lineup than when Brunson is out. I think he's really good with the ball in his hand, and the ball is really not in his hand when RJ is the guy that's out.
Yeah, because you still got.
I mean, honestly, he's so damn good defensively that if he only scored 8 points, you could live with it.
Right, and that's the thing. Quickly, he still doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that just the length that he has, his foot speed, his footwork, like, it's just knowing where to be, playing the passing lanes the way he does. The end of the game tonight, he sealed the deal with a nice defensive play. You know what I'm saying?
He got cooked too earlier though by Fultz on that spin and dunk though.
Yeah, which no one saw coming.
Exactly.
Nobody saw that. That's the only reason why he got that dunk off, is because he was the only one on that floor that knew that dunk was about to happen. Like, if anybody saw that happen,
Fultz was giving Brunson all kinds of problems tonight, yo. His size.
Yeah.
I kept saying to myself, "Who is that?"
Yeah, that's Markel.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." I did that to my 3 times during the second half.
Yeah,
he was giving Brunson. He was giving Brunson problems.
He was giving him work.
He was cooking. Yeah,
he was definitely giving him work. I mean, how much did he have? Markel Fultz ended up having 21 points on 12 shots. That's efficient.
It's a nice game.
That's nice game. Super freaking efficient. 3-3 from the free throw line. He was 0-2 from the 3-point line. But he only missed 3 shots the entire game out of 12 shots. He ended up with 21 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. Most of that is due to size. Like, if we're looking at it, he took 2 threes and missed both of them, but he ended up with 21 points and only had 3 free throws. So he had 18 points within the arc, within the paint, basically, because he had Jalen on him. So that's what you do. You know what I mean? Like,
and he knew he had Jalen on him.
He knew he had Jalen on him. So that's what you do. Like, you are a guard in this league. You got scouting reports. You got highlights. You know what this guy does. You know what he can't do. You know what you can do to this person that's guarding you. So, you know what I mean? I'm coming in there, and if I got height advantage, I'm using that. If I have strength advantage, I'm using that. And that's exactly what he did. You know what I'm saying? And credit to him for putting in the effort. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if it wasn't for Markel Fultz, this is not a game.
No, it's not.
This is not.
But you know what? I hear NBA players say all the time, I took what the defense gave up. And I used to hate that response, but it really is true. So like, whatever they allow you to do it. So if you get paired up with somebody who's smaller than you or you're stronger than, use that to your advantage. So
what does Tibbs always say? Tibbs always says that the game tells you what to do.
Yep. He says it all the time. The game will tell you what to do. He says it all the time. It's
true. And that's why some of the best players are the ones who have the most, tricks in their bag, because a lot of it is reaction. It's not thinking, and you can tell the ones who think, because they're usually the ones who get stuck because they're saying, all right, I'm gonna drive and I'm gonna pull up, and then
Julius, right?
Yeah, you can see, and that's why he always gets messed up. That's what makes me a terrible basketball player, because I don't have that reaction time. Like, I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'll have a backup where I'll be like, yeah, if I can't do it, then I'll pass it. But,
you definitely thinking way too much. You shouldn't even be thinking I'm gonna do this. You should just do it.
But that's how I am. That's why I'm not a good basketball player.
This guy is he's mad analytical when he's out there. I'm gonna cross him over, and if he don't go for the crossover,
you don't know anything
Ricky
about
be out
me.
there like this. He's like, if he goes this way, I'm in and out.
You're joking, but that's exactly what's happening in my head. I'm not. Yo, when I do respond, when I do react, I surprise myself because I was like, I didn't think about doing that.
Yo, that's
Ricky played basketball. Ricky played basketball like an engineer.
It is what it is, but I know because
if you ever had to work with an engineer, you understand. Yeah. They're like the worst people to be around.
Really? I think they think of everything.
They that's the problem.
They know everything.
But Kyrie, he don't think about nothing. He just does, and I think that's what makes him amazing.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna bring up Kyrie because I was watching a video earlier of when he was sitting down with KD, and he was talking about a move he did to Steph when KD was on the Warriors, and the dude, he head fake jab, spun off the second jab, dropped the ball mid spin, shimmied without the ball in his hand, caught it with the other side, with the other hand, and Steph was like just like behind him, like he just wasn't with him anymore.
What are you gonna do?
Kyrie Irving, he said, I practiced that entire play. He said head fake jab. He practiced the head fake. You know what I'm saying? Like he practiced the head fake. He practiced the jab. Another one. Let me throw another jab in there too. Spin like this is what these guys can do if you spend time on your game. You know what I mean?
That's your job, so you should be doing stuff like that.
That's what you should be doing.
But
you know what I'm saying?
It pays off.
It's just, and it's impressive to watch these guys play and do these things. So anyway, like just being able to see, that's how you can tell how much time certain guys put into their game.
Like the skill in today's, I know I hear some of these old heads say, the skill is just the skill is at an all-time high.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like the shooting range, the ball handling. Did you see the shot that Dame hit the other night?
No, I didn't.
Bruh, so he comes into the front court and he's literally like 2 steps into the front court. And everybody is like, I think they were playing the Bucks. So Drew is like backed way off of him. And Dame is like,
you bugging.
Wait, what?
You bugging. You better
just pose from like way out there. Nothing but net, bro.
Yo, if I'm ever in a situation where I gotta guard someone like Damian Lillard, I'm taking the 2. Just scoring me at the basket, bro. You're not about to hit 9 threes on me. I'm not letting it happen. I'm on you like white on rice on that 3-point line. Just go to the basket, bro. Go ahead. Just go. I just don't shoot no threes on me. But that dude, he's done it time and time.
Yeah. He did that to Paul George. Paul George was like, yo, I still say it's a bad shot. I mean, like, it's hitting his range. So it's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, man. That's his offense, bro.
Yeah, that's what he does, and then he starts doing this shit.
Yeah.
And then waving at you. It's like, that's because I was in the gym for
he's practicing that. Yeah.
Practicing that move. He practiced this too. He practiced all
He's like, so I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. 3. Looking at the fans. But
that's I mean, so smooth.
That's why exactly, man. But anyway, that's pretty much all the time we got tonight. Who do we play next? I think it's we play on Friday. Yes, we play the Sixers on Friday. Who are gonna, fellas? First of all, let's clap it up for winning 30 games before the deadline. Like that's 30 games before the deadline, man. Like shout out to the squad. I don't know what to say, bro. Like we didn't expect it, but we know who to give the credit to.
So we got 25 more, right?
We got 25 more. Well, no.
25. We played 57, right?
25 more. Yep.
So, damn, bro, it's not out of the question to win 45 games.
Nah, I mean, when you said 25 more, we just have to go 15 and 10.
15 and 10.
What does that schedule look like? Okay.
Honestly, at this point, I don't even care what the schedule looked like. You want to know why? Because every time the schedule got tough and we said this team was about to get buried, we said when Mitch went down, and we looked at the schedule and said this team is about to get buried, and they didn't. Which leads me back to what I said way earlier in the year when I kept saying this team is good, yeah. They're a good team.
Yeah.
This team is good. Now
that's why the trades talk got me nervous. So I'm like, all right, what are they gonna do that's gonna mess up the flow of what they got going? They definitely need to trade. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like it makes me nervous. I really don't know what they're gonna do.
Was that the first time we played Miami this season?
It might have been, yeah.
We play them 3 more times this year.
Man.
That I'm not happy about.
Because we got bailed out with Jimmy Butler playing so bad.
Yes, like that's a team.
So whoa.
We can't expect that to happen.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Let's rewind that. I was about to say,
Grimes
Jimmy didn't play bad. Quentin Grimes was in his shorts all night, bro.
That motherfucker was in his jock strap, boy. I swear, he didn't let him go nowhere.
That man couldn't breathe, bro.
He was on like white on rice, and Jimmy.
He had Jimmy on an island, bro. Stranded.
Yeah, Jimmy was like, "Yo."
Jimmy, he got some rocks and wrote SOS in the sand.
He found mad sticks and just started laying them down. Like, yo, that shit was bad. So I mean,
it was. But now, Bam still did his thing.
Bam went off.
His thing. Now my thing is can we count on Jimmy Butler playing that way every single time? Like he is an all-star. He's not an all-star this year, but he's a consistent all-star over the past few years. That's not a game that I think he's gonna play every time he plays us.
Of course not.
But I still think we can beat them on any given night. Tyler Hero can come through in any moments.
We're gonna have to beat them because I mean right now that's one of the teams that we battling with. So
yeah, we have to. We got 3 more games versus them. Like so. Anyways, just run down the last 25 games: Sixers, Jazz, Nets, Hawks, Wizards.
Jazz will come back to earth a little bit.
The Jazz they are 10th in the West right now. They're like 10th in the West.
I don't know what's going on with the Nets. I heard that KD might not even be back for that game.
What, Monday? He'll be back.
Yeah,
he'll be
back. You
back.
sure? I heard he might not be back.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's back by that game.
For that, but he probably come back that game.
that game. Yeah.
But even still, they got Cam Thomas over there shooting.
Cam Thomas is going crazy right now.
He scored 90-something points in the last 2 games, bro.
Like the Hawks, we got to figure out a way to beat that team.
He's the youngest player since LeBron James to have back-to-back 40-point games.
We got to figure out a way to. We got to figure out a way to beat that Hawks team. Like we can't.
Yeah, we got to beat them.
The way we've been playing them, like I feel like they've been way too comfortable.
Yeah.
Anybody ahead of us, we have to beat because we just need those games just in case
we gotta push them down.
Yeah.
The Wizards will come back to earth. They really beat up on us pretty bad though. Last time we played them, Kuzma went crazy that night.
Kuzma got hot.
Pelicans haven't been really good recently.
Ever since Brandon Ingram came back, they've been trying to figure out their chemistry. Hopefully by then they don't figure it out. It's a possibility.
Celtics are always
Boston is Boston.
A nightmare to play against.
Yeah, Boston is Boston. I mean, we snuck out of there with one. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't want to sneak out with another one. We played them twice going forward. You got
close together too.
Yeah.
Go again.
Brooklyn. So you've seen the same guys.
Yeah.
Brooklyn,
Miami,
Boston,
Celtics.
and Miami. You know what I mean? Those are the teams you're really gonna run into. Charlotte, Kings. I'm not necessarily worried about those teams.
Charlotte at home. That's at home, right?
I'm not worried about
that's
them.
away. That's at home.
No,
we
that's
need
at
to
home.
take care of business. We need to take care of them.
Gotta beat them at home.
Sacramento is good, bro.
Yeah, they're a pretty decent.
Oh, a little West Coast trippy trip.
Yeah, because you got
LA teams,
Clippers, Lakers, Blazers, Kings. I think we can still beat that team if De'Aaron Fox isn't having an amazing game. I think if he doesn't have an amazing game, we can beat them.
They don't play defense at all.
No, they don't.
They can score though. With the best of them.
Defense. Yeah, he can score, but he doesn't play defense. His teammates don't really play that much defense. They don't really have that many defenders. You know what I mean? Like that's not really. I mean, Malik Monk, kinda, but
Clippers, man, damn, we let that one get away, bro.
Clippers, that one. I mean, I don't know if we can.
I mean, the Clippers let it get away, and then we let it get away. And then the Clippers took it back.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you let a guy like Batum hit that kind of shot at the end of the game. You gave them an opportunity to play a whole entire 5 more.
Yeah. Got to grab the rebound, bro. That's been a problem all year.
We don't do great in overtime, so it's like you gotta end it in regulation. You was right there. We was one defensive possession away from getting the W, and I mean it was a good shot.
Right.
Last couple seconds, what are you gonna do?
Well, what I will say is going towards the end of the month, at least we'll have Mitch back, and that'll be more like welcome for like we really looking forward to having him. Unfortunately, he's gonna be out a little bit longer than we thought.
Fucking Nuggets, man. The Nuggets owe us one.
I can't. When was the last time we beat the Nuggets?
We did beat them this year. Remember Julius had that play where he stole the ball and then Jalen dunked it?
Oh, yes. I remember. And then Julius didn't even see the dunk.
Yeah.
That was without Jokic, though.
That was there you go.
That made a difference, though.
You got my hopes up, and then you bring me right back.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, he's like, no, we beat them. Oh yeah, but they didn't have their star player, so
they didn't have the 2-time MVP, but we beat them though.
Minnesota's a good team, bro.
Minnesota's a good team. I think we can beat them though.
I think we can beat them.
RJ won't have a good game that game, but we can beat them. Too many bigs in the paint. You know how that goes. Miami, Orlando, Houston, Miami. Like
Florida trip again.
We're seeing a lot of the same teams.
Cleveland, Washington.
Gotta be Indiana. We started the season with them.
The Pacers have kind of come back down to earth as well a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So, needless to say, I think out of these 25 games, there's 15 games in there that we can win. That's just me personally. And that was just really my main point of showing all of those games is that to say that there is 15 games in there that we can win. We can end up at 45 games, which is something that not a lot of people expected us to do. I don't foresee a move being made by Friday because we won't talk to you guys until this weekend anyway. I don't see a move being made by Thursday. Unless it's for something like Malik Beasley or like a role player. But I just don't like with the OG and Trey talks falling out. Like I don't even think that these guys really want to make a move.
Before we go, I just want to say, like, I meant to open the show with this. Me and Ricky talked about it backstage. Like, I see a lot of Knicks fans saying, "Oh, this is embarrassing that we're struggling with this team. This team is not good." That team is good.
It's a good team.
Don't let the record fool you. That team is 17-12 in their last 29 games. They're a good team, bro. The record doesn't tell the whole story. Like I told Ricky, they know what they want to do on offense. They know what they want to do on defense. The reason why they're 22-32 is because they're incredibly young.
Yeah, that's it. Discipline. That's why. That's why they're.
And also, I think they got off to like a pretty slow start.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's a big win for us, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think and just to add to that point, there was a video that the page Jimmy High Roller on YouTube.
Yeah, I love it. I love his stuff.
Yeah, if you guys don't, I mean, I'm not getting paid for this, but anyway, if you guys don't, if you guys like basketball, videos on YouTube, like, you know, with a story attached to it, like he always has a dope twist to whatever
he does a really good job with it.
A great job. I don't even know how the hell this guy came up with this concept. Whatever he's coming up with, it's gotten up to where he's like has over 2 million subscribers on YouTube because he's that good. Anyway, there's a video that he posted. If you guys would like to go watch it, it's called "This is Changing the NBA Right in Front of Our Eyes." And it's basically, or no, I think it was "We're Witnessing History in the Making." It's one of those two videos, where he talks about the game now and where we are compared to where we were before, and why we see so many lead losses, like all over the league, not just the Knicks. The best teams in the league.
As much as Knicks fans think that it's just the Knicks.
As much as we think it's just us at this point. I mean, it was just us for a long time.
you really to really get an understanding of what's happening when you watch these Knicks games. Mm-hmm. And I implore all Knicks fans, you really got to watch other teams, man. Mm-hmm. This is all over the league.
Yeah. It'll help you really understand what this team is and where we are. But basically, he was just saying how the talent has kind of like balanced out across the league. But with that balance, you have so many guys that are that good. You know what I'm saying? Like the average guy right now is way better than a lot of like fifth guys in the starting units back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about the average player, and the average player is not a starter. You know what I'm saying? So there's so much skill in today's game that it's hard for you to just have a team that's going to win. That's why LeBron can't just win because he has AD, and he can't win when you just add players to your team anymore. The talent level across the league has evened out so much that and any given night, anybody can win. Just like we were saying, Joe. Like,
we talked about it on. Look at the records. Just look at the records. Just look at the standings, bro. And you gonna look at teams' records like, ew.
Like damn, that team.
Like there's really very few pretty records, bro. Because everybody's beating everybody on any given night.
Everybody. Like we looked at it the other night. Do you know how many teams across the league are around the amount of wins we have right now?
Yeah,
it's just crazy. Yeah. Like from the East and the West. Like we also talked about how OKC is the kind of team we just don't want to see anymore, and they're like the 10th team in the West.
You don't want to play that team. You don't want to play Orlando, bro. Like that's not an easy team to play against. So that's why I was getting so aggravated. I was getting so aggravated tonight when I kept seeing like, oh, this is embarrassing. I'm like, this is not embarrassing. Like this team is legitimately good, yo. They're a good young team.
Franz Wagner is good.
Franz Wagner is good.
Yeah. He's good.
He's good. Bancaro is good, bro.
Bancaro is good, yeah. He's very good.
Good. Markelle Fultz he's turned his career around.
And even tonight, like Suggs, he didn't score much, but like he was getting on my damn nerves, bro.
He usually does. I don't like him.
Like defensively, he's really good, bro. Like it was a few plays where Quickly or like Brunson would try to get the step on him. He's like right there.
He's like one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah, he had a few offensive rebounds in that third quarter that was driving me crazy.
Yeah,
like
he's just a hustle guy. Effort, effort, bro.
That team is talented, bro. Bo is ridiculously talented. Yeah. We didn't even see Bamba tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much he would have played. I think wasn't he already hurt before he got suspended?
I don't know. Was he? He was dressed.
Nah, he was
dressed when he wasn't dressed when he got hooked off on.
Nah, he had a hoodie on.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm like, you can't get beat up in street clothes, bro. Like, what's going on here? What's going on? But anyway, that's all we got. That's all we got, man. The league is the talent level around the league is so even.
It's
like,
there.
That's why the Celtics ended up in the finals last year. No one would have saw that happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're that good. But at the end of the day, like, they also play really, really good basketball, and that's really all it takes nowadays. Like, talent, everyone pretty much has. It's knowing what to do with it every night, and you know what I'm saying, and playing the right kind of defense and all of that. So that's really all I got to say on that. If you guys got any final points you want to add in there before we get up out of here?
I made mine.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. That's what I like to hear. So if you're here, once again, hit that like and subscribe. Ring the bell so that you're notified when we're going live. And if you're listening, drop us a little, leave us a comment and 5-star us real quick on the whatever podcast platform that you're listening to. And we will be out of here, and hopefully maybe we'll see you guys. Like I said, we're not making no promises. But more often than not, we'll probably try to get some out there for you guys. But until next time, you guys have a good one. Peace.